Remember clowns, big shoes, red noses, driving cars smaller than their shoes? Hilarious! Turns out those tiny cars weren't just for laughs. They were early attempts at efficient city transport. Who knew clowns were urban planning pioneers? Fast forward to today, and those mini marvels have evolved. Gone are the sputtering engines and questionable safety standards mostly. In their place, micro-electric cars, even smaller, surprisingly zippy, and much easier on the eyes, unless you have a thing for oversized shoes. These aren't your average electric vehicles. Think smaller, nimbler, and often much cheaper. Imagine a car designed by your cat, compact, agile, and with a touch of "I do what I want" attitude. That's the micro-electric car in a nutshell. Now, these tiny titans of transportation go by many names. In Europe, they're city cars or quadricycles. In Asia, they might be K-cars or micro-EVs. Here in the good old US of A, we're still figuring out what to call them. Maybe parking spot conquerors or traffic jam ninjas. Whatever the name, the concept is the same. A small electric vehicle designed for urban environments. They're perfect for short commutes, navigating crowded streets, and finding that elusive parking space in a sea of SUVs. They're like the electric eels of the automotive world, small, slippery, and surprisingly quick.
Let's face it, city driving can be a nightmare. Traffic jams, scarce parking, and the constant fear of a rogue shopping cart dinging your door. Micro-electric cars offer a refreshing alternative. They're like the urban equivalent of a scooter, only with doors and hopefully a roof. And the best part? They're incredibly affordable. Forget the hefty price tag of a Tesla. Many micro-EVs cost less than a decent used car, making them a tempting option for budget-conscious drivers. Plus, you'll save a fortune on fuel and probably get a good workout squeezing into those parking spaces.
Section 4, a tiny car show. Meet the contenders. So who are the major players in this miniature motoring revolution? Well, buckle up because it's a crowded field. There's the Citroën Ami, a quirky French number that looks like it escaped from a Pixar movie. Then there's the Renault Twizy, a two-seater that's basically a covered electric go-kart. And let's not forget the Eli Zero, a tiny electric roadster that looks like it was designed by a collaboration between Apple and a sports car enthusiast. Range anxiety, you ask? Well, these little guys aren't exactly built for cross-country road trips. Most micro-EVs have a range of around 50 to 100 miles on a single charge. But hey, that's more than enough to conquer your daily commute, and maybe even squeeze in a quick trip to the grocery store for a pint of milk and a bag of crisps.
Section 5, David versus Goliath, micro versus regular EVs. Now, I know what you're thinking, but James, aren't regular electric cars already doing a good job of saving the planet? And the answer is yes, they are, but micro EVs take it to a whole new level. They're even more energy efficient, require less resources to manufacture, and have a smaller environmental footprint overall. Think of it this way. If a regular electric car is a majestic eagle soaring through the sky, a micro EV is a nimble hummingbird, darting between flowers with minimal effort. Both are impressive in their own right, but the hummingbird definitely wins the prize for efficiency and cuteness.
Section 6, buckle up, Buttercup, the not-so-tiny print. Now, before you rush out to trade in your gas guzzler for a micro EV, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the hamster in the glove compartment. Yes, there are a few downsides to consider. Space, for one, is limited. If you're used to hauling around a family of 5 and their luggage, a micro EV might not be your best bet. Safety is another concern. These tiny vehicles don't always offer the same level of protection as their larger counterparts. And then there's the performance factor. Don't expect to win any drag races in a micro EV unless you're competing against snails.
Section 7. So, you want to be a microcar millionaire, so are micro-electric cars right for you? Well, if you're looking for a practical, affordable, and environmentally friendly way to navigate the urban jungle, then absolutely. They're perfect for city dwellers, commuters, and anyone who values efficiency and a touch of whimsy in their ride. Just imagine, no more circling the block for hours searching for a parking spot. No more guilt-tripping yourself every time you fill up your tank. And best of all, you'll be driving a car so small you could probably fit it in your living room. Disclaimer: we do not recommend parking your micro EV in your living room.